Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel. Hey, I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season 13. I think this is episode 18. This is the beginning of Reunion Part 1. I don't know how much I want to really talk about the fashions. Really, Crystal and Dorit are the only highlights. Beverly Hills doesn't really try, even though they have the most money. So you kind of just get what you get. I liked Crystal's dress, and Dorit's outfit was interesting. I didn't like Erica's hair, even though because of the ensemble that Dorit had, um, she really didn't have to do anything with her hair. I didn't like Kyle's hair. Oh, I did like Anne Marie's dress. It was fine. It just looks like everyone was going, except for Dorit, um, like cocktail hour in Beverly Hills. That's just how it is. I'm going to get into this. I do appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video. Also subscribe to my channel. You can also leave your comments below. Tell me what you think of the fashions. I'm going to try to keep up. I mean, we have just one more part of Miami, and I've done no parts. So I think this weekend, I'm just going to put all parts together. And then, of course, we have one more. We have part 2 tonight, and then part 3, I guess, next week also. And we'll see how that goes. I'm glad it's over. I'm kind of thinking of what I would do next time if everything airs the way it does. Like, I think I'll have to do every other week for each of the shows and just do 2 at once, because I wasn't able to keep up, unfortunately, and it was just a lot. And then I was getting sick here and there. It just didn't work out for me. And it's not that I wanted to be lazy. It got overwhelming. Bravo, do something else, please, for us. All right. So, of course, before the reunion actually starts, we speak on Dorit and Erica. They speak. And she said that she got this text from Kyle. They hadn't been speaking for a couple months. Kyle is upset that Dorit mentions anything about a marriage on camera, which I have no clue why you would do that. Kyle has been a disappointment this season and thus far in this reunion. We ain't got too much into her, but it's like, lady, somebody had to bring it up. You're mad at Sutton, who's supposed to be your friend, which I don't know and understand that either. And you're mad at your friend who knows that she has a job that she has to do. She asked you those questions alone. She didn't bring you in front of the group. She's giving you a chance to give the producer something. And you've given us nothing. There's things I don't like about Dorit, but in this, I'm going to defend her on that. And there's something wrong with you, girl. Anyways, there was a text from Kyle, basically telling Dorit, let's not talk about our problems today. And she's like, well, I feel manipulated. Erica says it feels like manipulation also. Like, you don't want to talk about the problems, or you think we're going to just handle it off camera, but you haven't spoken to me for 2 months. No, let's put it all on the table, girl. You get checks for this. Oof. So, of course, Erica did say that I got eviscerated and you got to put it all on Kyle. Kyle at first felt like it hurt her feelings. I don't get it. She's a 13-year-old G. She's acting like she just got here. And that's why I'm very hard on Kyle. I don't like Kyle anyways, but I'm extra hard at how she acted, especially how she has treated people in the past and how they had to be in the hot seat. Shut up, girl. But Kyle ended up saying that she understood where Erica's coming from because of my friendship with Erica. So then Dorit and Kyle started hashing out. Like, Dorit's like, do I look stupid as far as the type of text you sent me? No, I don't think that you're stupid, blah, 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 blah. There's just certain things that you put out there that you know that would gain media attention. Kyle, you're in a music video with Morgan Wade as her love interest. And you guys are in embraces and almost looks like you're kissing. You did things on the show that anybody would question. And you're worried about what Dorit is saying. No, girl. And of course, Miss Echo Teddy, she has a problem with that. And she feels like Dorit has invaded Kyle's privacy as far as with this text. No, that there was manipulation. And you don't know how to hold your people accountable. But you do on a show if you're getting paid, though, which is interesting. Erica says that, she feels the sting from being in the hot seat for the past 2 years. And Andy was like, is there something that the question I asked her that seemed to be misappropriate? She said no, but it still hurt. Okay. That's life, Erica. That's life. We move on to Garcelle's package. We talk about the children and her awards that she's gotten. Garcelle says, one of the reasons that I'm on reality TV because now I can be home a whole lot more. It's been an awareness for her as far as her children needing her a lot more. It's like when you have a stable job, you're going to be in one place all the time. And that's why I think she wanted to be on The Real too. They talk about, her ex-husband will not speak to him about the affair that he had. They had to learn that on their own. He won't talk about sex with them, nothing. So what is he good for? Child support? Sorry. Let's see. Dorit being an unconscious Karen. They go back and forth. Dorit just don't really get it. Some people take Dorit's side and think that Garcelle is ruining moments when she gets in her feelings. One, you can't really tell someone about their triggering. And this is how she felt, and Dorit still didn't want to understand. And Garcelle said, when you're talking about, it's been over a year about cussing my kids out, or my kid being cussed out, it's just the same as how I feel about other things that you do. And you want me to get over it, just like nobody has to get over that robbery that you just went through. I think Garcelle was a lot more stronger, but I think that that's still social media influenced. Anne-Marie chimes in about the whole word attacked. I really get that is and I've said it in my videos, it is a housewife word. You didn't use it with son. Just like, Anne-Marie, you so stupid as a black woman. And Miss Erica De Niro brought this up. Go to her channel, please, and subscribe. How dare you as a black woman now come in and try to disarm what this woman is going through as far as microaggressions. You use the whole situation with Sutton telling you, don't yell at me. You're saying that was a microaggression, but you never said, you still didn't even say anything as far as a microaggression. You went into defense for Dorit. Your stance as far as, well, Garcelle, you didn't defend me. If you want to call your thing as far as a microaggression, well, Sutton did to me. But this is the same thing that Wendy did to Candace on the last reunion. When she was giving her lashings to Giselle, she wanted to stick her nose in it, and Wendy is the first person to mention colorism. That's really odd to me. If you have something to say to Garcelle, you should have said that in the back. But you didn't really even use that towards Sutton as a microaggression. You wanted her to back down to this white woman. That's really weird. That's really awful. As far as Garcelle saying that she was living in this, Dorit was double talking and being a hypocrite even about living in a bubble. She made all these posts. She was saying, she was trying to make examples of, I'm not living in a bubble. But here, she's like, it wasn't really a statement like that. Dorit, it's interesting that the Fox Force 5, once they are not in the antagonistic side of things, they fold. They fold. And they jiggle like jelly. Dorit says, do you like me? Garcelle says, sometimes. Do you want a friendship with me? I'm not sure. Because Anne Marie cut in at that point, really now Andy had to say, we'll have to get back to that again. So stupid. They talk a little bit about sex talk and talked about Sutton's driver kissing. How many times have you kissed? Um, she at least admitted to twice, but they got to be getting it on a lot. Andy called him a driver with benefits. I would like that. Shoot. They get on this whole Kyle and Teddy thing. Kyle, why you've been very antsy about anything about having a relationship with women? What's changed your mind? She said, we don't know what the future holds. I guess her mind is open at this point. They talk about the couples therapy her and Kyle were going through. She had a Kyle. This was season 10 with Teddy. We get to Anne Marie's package. She's proud to be an 8.5 as her husband has rated her. We find out her mom passed away, Jane. She had an 8 by 7 centimeter tumor in her lung. She says that she doesn't really want to talk about it, and she compartmentalized that emotion, so she doesn't really want to talk about it. Even though she went on this interview saying that a bunch of the ladies haven't even talked to her about her mom's passing, even though you say you don't want to talk about it. You lie a lot, girl. And still, rest in peace, Mama Jane. What did you think of Crystal? And Anne Marie said that she was awesome off camera, but completely different on camera. Anna Marie finally apologizes for the whole esophagus thing. The eating disorder I never came up with. And Crystal was like, I don't want you to try to insinuate that I said anything to you about this whole eating disorder. That really originated from Kyle. She was suggesting that. But Anna Marie took it on. Crystal, you found your voice this season, halfway through. Maybe 3/4 through. Crystal says, when she's in with this group, she's quiet. She can't focus because the ladies have become really skinny over the past 2 years. I don't know what that's like, and I can't judge that. She's constantly looking at the ladies and comparing, but she's been dealing with this since she was 11 years old, I think she said. Then we get on the whole child bride comment. It's the male ordered bride, and Dorit was like, well, that's what they call Priscilla. Priscilla was like 14 when she got with Elvis. Dorit, do you understand what that's like in the Asian community? Like, you're calling him the P word, Rob. She really didn't get it, but she apologized for it. Kyle's package, these changes and how her grieving process is that she disassociates sometimes, just to not to feel things, and sometimes she just can't even move out of the bed for a day. I understand that, and I wanted to weep right there for her. Oof, I understand it. They get in on the whole Dorit situation with Kyle and Kathy. Dorit has her own relationship with Kathy outside of Kyle. Obviously, Dorit wants to be in a social circle with Kathy. Kyle feels like her getting involved in anything with this whole Kathy thing, and then at one point you were really disgusted at Kathy. Dorit said, I was disgusted at past things that you told me. And then she said, oh, no, you were also disgusted about the Aspen stuff. So, Kathy did do stuff in Aspen, and everyone covered for her. And she said, well, what did I say? And then now Kyle's like, I don't want to talk about that. Kyle feels like Dorit does things and says things to go along with the audience. Mr. Carlos King has said that Dorit has quite stifled herself as far as on the show because the audience has made her do that. I don't know about that. I mean, the Fox 4-5 were pretty, not about Mr. Carlos, but as far as trying to answer questions for the audience against her friends, I don't know about that. But the Fox Force have been very, how can I say this, strong together and have been hated forever. So I don't know. But that's the end of part 1. I'm still kind of griping at some things. I'm sorry. But that's all I have. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video. Leave your comments below. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think. Until the next one. Peace.